What's up, traders and investors? Welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Johnny, with the Investing for Beginners community. Now, guys, if you are not living under a rock and you are following along with the channel and everything going on, I'm going to save you a little bit of a bore and simply go over the key takeaways for the Federal Open Market Committee, or the FOMC. Now, that did happen today at 2 p.m. As you can see, YouTube is flooded with all these FOMC live videos and etc. Basically, three key points to know moving into these weeks to come. Interest rates. The FOMC decided to maintain interest rates at their current level. Specifically, the federal funds rate remains unchanged at 5.25% to 5.5%. Inflation focus. The FOMC emphasized that it will not consider reducing the federal funds target range until inflation shows sustained movement toward 2%. And three, rate projection. While there was no immediate rate change, the market will closely examine the Fed's dot plan, which outlines individual members' rate projections for any hint about future policy direction. Overall, the FOMC's decisions reflect a cautious approach considering both economic conditions and inflation dynamics. Now, investors like you and me will be keenly watching for any signals regarding potential rate adjustments later this year. Now, they are looking at doing about 3 more rate cuts. And we are going to look at the market, guys. Oh my goodness, okay? Look at these companies that I'm specifically watching on our Swing Trades 2024. 3% up on Lucid, 6% on JetBlue, 6% on SoFi, 7% on Robinhood Market, 16% on Mara, and we're going to go in a little more detail on Mara Digital and the fact that they can still go up 60 to 70% return on your investment, okay? But if you were to invest $1,000 today with Mara, you would have made $160 real quick with that 16% increase. 3% on Palantir, 4% on FMC Corp, 3% on Tesla, 2% on Apple, 1% on SPY, and the only one that really suffered today was AMD, SoundHound, and NEO on my list. Now, tracking the Qs. The Qs are Triple Q Investment Co. or Vesco Triple Q is up 1%, which means TQQ is up even more. So let's go ahead and get into our trading platform here. Now, we did trade TQQQ today. Really early hours, we were able to trade this. We actually had a swing trade from yesterday and was able to lock in 9%, 5% on the day, 3% on yesterday, so roughly around 8 to 9%. Now, it is still going up on the 4-hour chart, as you can see. Not huge pullback here. See, this is where I traded it yesterday. I bought down at the SMA line, way down here at the 58.42 mark, and it got up as high as 7%, which is odd because it said 9% on mine, but I guess about 7%. So what does that mean, guys? Well, there's still potential for it to go up slightly, but that doesn't mean it's not going to hit this resistance level and possibly come shooting back down. Okay, it has a history of that. As you can see, TQQ has a history of going up and down in this market right here in the last 3 weeks or so. Now, Fed Chair Powell opens door to rate cuts this year. Downplay recent inflation upticks. S&P 500 rises to all-time highs. Now, Powell indicated today that the Fed is likely to cut rates at some point this year, although he acknowledges that the outlook is uncertain and that they'll be made on a meeting-to-meeting basis. Now, during the March meeting, which was today, they want to maintain interest rates aligning with previous indications of the 3 anticipated rate cuts. This is what I was talking about. They're going to try to do 3 rate cuts by December. So that will be interesting. Forecasting a median growth of 2.1%, previous estimate of 1.4%, and a steady 2% forecast. Powell suggested that the current policy rate may have peaked for this tightening cycle, signaling a possibility of easing policy later in the year. Risk to economic projections still persist as Powell recognized that the potential consequences of adjusting policies are too hastily, too slowly, offering a balanced perspective to rate cuts. On one hand, the Fed is ready to maintain the current interest rate, knowing that acting too soon or too aggressive could reverse progress and require tighter policies later. But on the other hand, delaying or insufficient action could harm the economic activity and employment rate as well. So it's a little bit of back and forth. Now, the February number was high, but not terribly high, he added. Powell emphasized that significant deterioration in economic indicators, particularly in labor market, could prompt the Fed to interest rate reduction. Well, with that said, the S&P 500 rose 5,200 points during Powell's press conference, reaching fresh all-time highs. And the SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust, or SPY, was 0.9% higher at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tech-heavy Nasdaq 100, as checked by the Invesco QQQ Trust, rose 1%, and Treasury yields were flat across the board. iShares 20-plus year Treasury Bond ETF, or TLT, unchanged. Gold rallied 1%, with precious metal breaking above $2,180 an ounce. And the SPDR Gold Trust rose 1%. And this is a chart of the day. S&P 500 hit fresh record high during Powell's speech, okay? So basically they're saying, well, the market basically went up, even though he's suggesting that there'll be rate cuts in the future. Doesn't mean that happened yet. All right, so just like I promised earlier, Mara, we're going to be digging into Mara just a little bit more right now. Check this out, guys. We are seeing some really good signs. We had a nice sell-off here. It did have a nice gap up where you can make a potential 88% profit right there. And then obviously it has crashed down ever since. Anyone buying in at that $34 range lost 50% of their portfolio in a matter of just a few days, which is just nuts to me, guys. So we are seeing some signs of a reversal, okay? This is actually showing signs of confirmation. Now we had a sign of rejection, a sign of consolidation, and now a sign of confirmation. It did pass the EMA and it did pass the SMA for a quick 16% on the day, guys. 16% on the day. If you would have bought at a low to a high, that would have been 20% on the day. Now, what does that say about future growth? Well, be cautious with this one. Don't get in because of FOMO or fear of missing out, because this could easily go back down. Look at this giant red candle on February 29th, followed by another huge one on March 4th, March 5th, another big candle on March 11th. So this does have the potential to go down, possibly. With that said, it can go down almost 25%. Or it can go up almost another 30, 40, 50% if it stays in this upward momentum trend. Now, this is not necessarily a company I would hold overnight because it's super volatile. I think a lot of these companies are going to be extremely volatile right now, especially after the, of course, the Fed meeting or the FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee. That's going to make a major role. Now, I've been doing this for quite some time, so every time I have one of these meetings, it kind of goes up and down, up and down. So it's good to see with that coming forward. So what is our plan for tomorrow morning? Well, I will actually be going live tomorrow morning. I will be in a different area. I have to travel. I have a meeting at 9 a.m., so it takes me 2 hours to get there, which means I would leave at 7. Instead of leaving at 7 during our market open and our morning videos, I'm actually going to leave at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So we can get to a local Starbucks, sit down, log in at 7, and we can do a morning live stream session. Okay, guys? I made a commitment to you, and I'm not going to give up and be delayed because of other things going on in life right now. So do my best. I'll see you guys in the morning. Pre-market, 30 minutes pre-market, and then 30 minutes after open for about an hour. So if you guys find value in these morning live streams, then definitely subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you will know when I go live. Now we will be going over TQQ, kind of seeing what the reaction is on this company, if there is any pullback going on or anything like that. Now JNUG did make a huge break up. They're up 10%, guys, which is just fantastic. Creating new highs for sure. This was a great buy opportunity for anyone, and we definitely missed this one today. Now we were able to lock in that 9% on TQQ, but we could have also locked in 10% on JNUG, 16% on Mara, and been up 30 or 40% on the day. Now there's always going to be opportunities like this, so don't get discouraged if you missed out. Now look at this. I created this line a few days ago, and it's actually holding where that resistance is. So we're going to bring it up just slightly. And so be careful with gold, guys, because gold could easily correct itself back down to where it was previously today. And it could do that overnight if it had to. Now, that is a 10% loss. You'd be right back where you started, if not actually a little bit worse off. Okay, so be very careful today and throughout the week on some of these positions. Right now, there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of stuff going on that really is unexplained. Why is everything going up if, no interest rates were cut, stuff like that. So definitely be careful with some of these companies moving into tomorrow and this week. Like Apple made a nice little pull up too. As you can see here, they have another sign of rejection, consolidation, and confirmation. Okay, and if you guys watched this morning's live stream, I go over this in full detail, how to buy an oversold company, how to identify when a good buy opportunity is, and how much money should you be putting in and out of these three areas of rejection, consolidation, and confirmation. If you guys want to learn more about that, check out this morning's live stream trading session, and you will see more information on that confirmation. So today, guys, that's what we want you to focus on. We will be on the live stream tomorrow morning, pre-market, so definitely check that out. I'm going to go ahead and shout out our Discord real quick and our Facebook group. We have over 100,000 members right now, so definitely come and check that out. Let me show you real quick here. The link in the description, there's a link in the description below, so that way you can get accepted into this private group of over 70,000 members. We are one of the largest Facebook groups right now that covers investing and trading topics that is still active. We are still extremely active. I have a ton of moderators to keep spammers, scammers, and a bunch of BS out of the equation. So definitely get involved, check out the group, and then if you're interested in not just investing long term, but you want to start learning how you can make 20 to 40% profits every single month, then go ahead and click that first link down below for the Discord server. Again, a free server for us to trade, share ideas, and we can also share profits without feeling like we're getting a lot of negativity. So I know how that can be sometimes. Announcements and giveaways, guys. For every comment in this video and in future videos, so go comment on all the videos if you want. I tally up all the comments for the month of March. April 1st, we are doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway and a mystery box of your choice, $250. You have the choice to pick one or the other. So definitely leave a comment, even if you just say, hey, hi, bye, you suck, whatever, I don't care. As long as there's a comment, you will get entered into the raffle for the free giveaway. Last month in March, we had a subscriber win his giveaway, and he was very happy. He picked the mystery box. I mean, why not, right? You're getting almost 2.5 times your value. So, a lot of great stuff in there for traders and investors. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. And again, we will see you tomorrow morning in the pre-market. That will be 7 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So you do the math, and we'll see you tomorrow's live stream. Also want to give a shout out to over 4,000 subscribers now on the channel and growing at a rapid pace. Help us get to 5,000 subscribers by, let's say, the end of the month. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers by April, and I will do my best to keep delivering quality content to you. Daily live streaming videos, Monday through Friday, weekly recaps, and a ton of educational videos, over 500 educational videos on how you can start investing and learning how to beat the stock market. And remember, I'll never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market. I don't want you to copy my trades. I want you to learn the fundamentals, the basics, and the skills. That way you can go out and find those good deals for yourself and make money while doing it. All right, guys, go check out some of my other videos. I'll see you tomorrow in the live stream, and have a good night, guys. Let's end this week, month, and year on a green note.